Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be checking out this gaming headset. This is the Onikuma X15 Pro. This isn't my headset, as you can tell, because it's pink. This belongs to the other half, and she wants me to get this review over and done with so she can have it. So here we are. So I used it for a little bit, and we're going to break down sort of comfort, sound quality, mic quality, performance, and whether you should actually pick one of these up. So let's get into it. So I'm not going to go through unboxing like I do on most videos, because you know what you get in most of these things. So basically you get your quick start guide. Obviously the headset comes in a bag. You get a splitter cable, which is nice because a lot of headsets you don't actually get a splitter cable with. And then you basically get the headset. There we go, which is very pink. So getting into the headset, I wore it for a couple of hours solid just to see what it was like comfort wise, 2-3 hours, and it was perfectly fine. Design wise, it's got that typical like gamer look to it. It has RGB lighting that goes around the edge here, and then the logo lights up as well. These bits on the headband also light up. I will quickly plug it in if I can, just to show you, the RGB, if you're into that sort of stuff. So as you can see, there is a side and then a headband. So yeah, it's got RGB if you like that sort of thing, which probably isn't good for people with minimalist builds. But yeah, so the deal with comfort. So like I said, I wore it for 2-3 hours straight. No real discomfort, which I was quite surprised at for a cheap headset. It's lightweight. The ear cups they're memory foam, but they're really breathable, which I find odd because I don't like memory foam. I think it makes you too warm. And the adjustable headband is actually quite nice. It's not your typical adjustable headband where you just sort of go up notches. It actually, as you can see, it lifts up and then it just goes back when you let go, which when you put it on your head is actually really nice, because instead of having to have it at a set sort of notch, it just goes through the size of your head because it's more elastic. So that's decent. The ear pads, or the ear cups, are actually really comfy. Like I said, they're memory foam and they don't make you too warm, which is nice. So sound quality wise, it's actually surprisingly good for its price bracket. The bass is a lot fuller than I expected for the price of it. The mids are actually alright for the vocals, and the highs are clear enough without the harshness that you get like from cheap headsets. So I played with this headset in Call of Duty and some Ark Raiders, obviously while on a Discord call to people, so I could see what the mic was like. The footsteps and like environmental cues in them games were really easy to hear, to be honest. Music on it sounds punchy. It's not sort of audiophile level, but it's clean enough that you're not missing any details in the music. You won't get obviously the same sound stage as like high-end headphones, but for gaming it's actually surprisingly good. The mic, obviously, as you can see, isn't detachable, but it's actually really flexible. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a microphone this flexible on a headset, which is really nice, and it's really long as well. I've recorded some sort of in-game sort of chat tests so you can see what the mic sounds like. So I'll cut this in now. So this is what the microphone sounds like on the X15. Like I said, clear enough for your party chat or your Discord. Not studio quality, but good enough for like sort of casual gamers, like non-audiophiles. background noise cancelling on the microphone isn't insane. You will hear like ambient noise from the room you're in, but for multiplayer, Discord, that sort of thing, it's a perfectly fine microphone. Like I said, this headset doesn't break the bank cost wise, so you can't be expecting too much from the mic, but it will do you the job. So yeah, let's get back to the review. So as you can see, like the microphone sounds perfectly good. Features and controls wise, quick feature rundown. Obviously, like I said, you've got your RGB lighting, you've got the soft memory foam cups. The headband is thin, but it's soft enough and it's comfy because it's just like elastic. The braided cable is nice. It's a really long cable as well, which is really good. And then on the back, you've got your inline volume there, and funnily enough, that switch is your mute. Now, I don't like that switch as a mute. I prefer, obviously, your mics that you lift up and they sort of auto mute, but this isn't going to do that because it's not that type of microphone. But I would have preferred just like a little, like a flatter sort of toggle switch, but that's only a little thing, I suppose. So pros and cons. The honest breakdown, the pros, it's really good value. You can pick these up for like £20, which is cheap enough, to be fair. It's comfortable on long sort of play sessions. It's got good sound for its price. Easy controls that are accessible on one of the ear cups. The cons is it's plasticky. It's not the cheapest feeling plastic, but it's not the best I've ever felt either. The microphone isn't ultra premium, but it's not terrible at the price point. And obviously the RGB might be too much for people with like minimalist rigs and stuff like that. So who's this microphone for, really? I mean, it's for the budget gamer, like someone who wants decent sound without breaking the bank, casual streamers, so on and so forth. So if you fit that bill, then the X15 probably should be on your shortlist as a headset to pick up. I mean, you can get this in 3 different colorways. You can get it in this pink, you can get it in black and white. So the typical sort of colors you can get on headsets. So for the conclusion to the video, like final score on this, I'll give the Onikuma X15 Pro a solid 8 out of 10 for value and comfort. Would I recommend it? Yeah, probably. If you're on a tight budget and you want a headset that sort of punches above its weight, then yeah, it's not terrible. So I'll leave this review here, guys. Thanks for watching. If you found the video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want to see reviewed. I have a few controllers coming up still. You might have seen the short I uploaded the other day of my like sort of controller wall. A lot of them controllers on the wall still need reviewing, so they will be coming up soon. But yeah, for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.